It's not very often that a design tool introduces something that truly leaves me speechless, but I have to say I'm pretty amazed at the new capabilities that Kittl just announced. For a long time, digital product creators who may not have had as much previous design experience in the graphic design world have had to resort to using pre-made graphics and elements in their designs because they simply didn't have the know-how to use some of these really complex softwares to create things like vector illustrations from scratch. But now Kittl has changed the game by introducing the ability to create and edit your own vectors, shapes, and images with just a few clicks. It's actually super easy to learn, even for those with no previous design experience, which is why I'm a huge fan and seriously think this is going to open up a brand new world of possibilities for us digital product creators. Whether you want to sell something like printable wall art, invitation templates, business branding packages, or print-on-demand products, you're going to be able to use these tools to level up your designs like never before. So I'm about to jump into the brand new features, but if at any point in this video you think, yes, I definitely want to try this out, I've got the link to try out Kittl for free in the video description below. So you can click on that link to hop over and try all of these new features out. And if you input the code HAZEYT when you sign up, that'll give you 25% off of either your first month or your first year of any of the Kittl paid plans. All right, let's jump on the computer so I can show you these amazing new features. Okay, so the first new capability is vector editing. I'm here inside of my Kittl editor and I've added a vector element here and some text. And with the new Kittl vector editing feature, you can actually click into any vector image or into text to manually edit this and make it your own. So let's say we're wanting to edit this mountain and sun image here. All I have to do is double click into this and automatically I can see all of these points appear. And we know this is a vector because it's not based on pixels, it's based on these little points that now I can actually, once these have shown up after my double click, I can pull and stretch and customize this to make these look exactly like I want. So if I want to, let's say, edit these little sun rays to look slightly different, I can work with these points that are part of the vector image and edit until I'm happy with how this looks. If I want to do something like stretch it out or lengthen it, I can also click and drag to highlight and select several of the points that I want to alter at one time and click to drag where I want these. So there's so much I can do with all of these little points to drag them around to recreate this image. I can do the same thing when I select my text. I can right click and choose outline text. And once it's outlined, then I can double click again and once more to show all of the different dots that are making up the outline of my text. So let's say I want to alter this H to be a little bit longer. I'm going to double click into this, drag to select just these bottom points, and then pull those down to extend this H to where I want it to be. I can always alter the shape by doing this as well. So let's say I want to make this B look a little bit different than it does now. I can simply click and drag on the dots that I want to work with to extend or rearrange. I can click on these little handles to change the way the curve looks. So many fun things I can do with this vector editing. I can even select one of the letters to move just that individual letter away or on a different part of the canvas until it looks exactly the way I want it to. Now, these types of capabilities are amazing, like I mentioned before, specifically for digital product sellers. And if you're someone who's thinking about selling digital products online, you think you might like to work from home and make some extra money creating and selling these types of products, whether it be templates or printables or print-on-demand products, I've got a whole digital product starter guide that's going to be super helpful for you to give you the must-knows for getting started with this type of business. It's a completely free guide that's going to give you all the info you need from different types of digital products you can sell online, how to know which one is the right fit for you, technical details about aspect ratio and sizing and resolution, where you can sell your designs online. It's literally an A to Z guide for getting started. So definitely click that link in the description box below to get your shortcut for selling digital products online. Okay, the next feature is called Shape Builder. And what this does is allows you to build and edit your own shapes. So I've got this triangle here and I like to go to this little grungy shape section and I'm going to choose one from here. Let's say like this little circle with the lines going through it that's got this sort of grunge texture. I'm going to layer this over my triangle and I'm actually going to change the color of this just for a minute so I can see that shape on top of the darker triangle there. Now, when you've got your two shapes on there, you're going to select both. And when you've got two or more shapes or elements selected, you'll see the Shape Builder option pop up here in the right-hand menu. And there's 4 different choices for what you can do here. We've got union, subtract, intersect, and exclude intersection. So first I want to show you the subtract option because this is going to be super useful, I feel like. So when you have your two shapes selected, when you click subtract, it's going to actually remove the shape that's on top from the shape that's underneath. So these are two separate elements now, but I'm going to click subtract, and that automatically removed this shape from my dark triangle. So now we can see as I move this around, it's all one element. If I change the background color here of the whole canvas, we can see that it's showing through that part that I subtracted inside the triangle. Another fun way I can use this is with text. So let's take this other fun little grunge circle here as our element. I'm going to take my text and layer this on top. So I can see these are still two separate elements. I can move them around separately, but I want to actually remove this text shape from this circle. So instead of having this just layered on top, I'm going to highlight both together and click subtract. And you can see the climb high as part of the circle. So again, if I change this background color, you can see it's all showing through. Now, just to quickly show you these other options here, if I want to merge, I can simply add whatever element I want. I'm going to duplicate this and then rotate it. I can see here I've got them layered on top of each other, two different elements. I'm going to highlight both of these, come over to my shape builder and click union, and that's going to simply merge them together into one element. And then I could continue on with this, duplicating and merging to create my own pattern here. So I can see all of these are now merged and they move as one group. So this is more than just grouping together. These actually are all now one single element. I'm going to use this more complex shape to show you the intersect option here. So let's say I have this, I'm going to duplicate this and overlap it a little bit here. You can see the petals are overlapping. Maybe I'll do the same down here and again on the side. Now, if I highlight all four of these different elements under my shape builder, I can click where it says exclude intersection, and this is going to remove the parts that are overlapping and only show what's not overlapping. So if I click that, you can see here how it removed those little sections where the petals were overlapping. And now this is all moving together as one element. The one that says intersect is going to do the opposite. So it's only going to keep the sections that are overlapping and remove the rest. These are all four really fun and easy ways to create your own shapes and patterns and elements customized to exactly what you want. The next tool we're going to talk about is the pen tool. So if I come down here to the bottom and click on pen, this is going to allow me to create custom shapes and paths using this pen to create points and connect them. So going back to my idea of the mountains, I might want to just start here with a point, and I can simply continue clicking to create the different points I want to create the shape I want. And when I'm finished, I can simply come back and connect it all by landing on my first point again. And here I've got my shape as one vector that I can move around, I can resize, and I can continue even to edit these points. If I don't like how some of them turned out, I can make them more curved, make them more sharp. I can double click to change one specific point, and I can even change the border color of it and the fill color of it. There's so many different fun things you can do with this pen tool, so I definitely recommend you come on here and just play around with this to create your own custom paths and shapes. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is called reframe, and this is perfect for if you have a photo or an image you're working with, but you need it to be in a different aspect ratio. So for instance, I've got this vertical photo here, but let's say I want to use this in something like a social media post or an ad, and I need to add text to the side of it. I don't really have a lot of room anywhere on this photo currently to add my text. So I'm going to reframe this into a new aspect ratio to expand it and give me some room to add my text. So when I've got my photo selected here, I can come over to the right where it says reframe and choose what aspect ratio I want. So for this demo, I'm going to go with a 4:3 aspect ratio. I can then click to move my photo over to the side where I want it. So this is going to actually automatically expand this to fill in the rest of this empty space based on what's already in the photo to make it look as natural as possible. So I'm going to click reframe, and here is my new image. It's added on the rest of the couch. It's added on this cute little plant and the other parts of this background, and it actually looks really good to me. So now I've got this whole left side of the image that's open. I can add some text here that won't be overlapping with my picture at all. Of course, I can continue to edit this text the way I want. So this reframe option is really helpful for just quickly and easily making your photos exactly what you need them to be. Like I said before, I think this is truly going to change the game for designers, and hope that you'll give it a try. Remember, you can click that link in the description box below to hop over and try out all the these new vector editing tools and all the different new features. And don't forget to use the code HAZEYT if you want to get one of the upgraded paid plans. That'll give you 25% off your first month or first year of any of those upgraded plans. Also, don't forget to click the link below to grab your free digital product starter guide. And I can't wait to see what types of digital products you create. Talk soon, friend.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.